Okay, last game of the evening is Exium. Now, this one it's going to be a difficult one because it's. I like the idea of the game, and I got sent the demo, and it did look pretty promising. It looked like a Fallout Light. It is very, very rough though, so this could go either way. I'm at the moment. I'm kind of on the fence whether I would recommend it. I mean, in its current state, it feels like it needs a lot of work. It's more of a tech demo than a full game. But I mean, with that being said, it actually had some fun moments. I like the idea of the game. So let's jump in and I'll show you. And I was on the fence whether I would showcase this one. Let me just change those audio settings. I keep altering it, but the sounds like with the last game. Oh man, that's still quite loud. Effects. Let's just drop it right down. Oh my god, what is it with the rain in this game? It's just making me deaf. If I put effects, like, it's literally down to nothing. Okay, I tried. Um, so, yeah, basically, you're on this world called Exium, and you are basically a survivor of a expedition. You were rescued by this small town, and basically your goal is to escape. And the problem is that this game is like, you know how when you play something like Gothic, like I'm taking this as an example because I've actually got another Gothic-like game coming Friday. So I grant you it's not as dodgy as this, but when you play a game that is janky that's still playable, this game has a lot of jank and a lot of bugs, and bugs can include things like falling through surfaces, items disappearing, enemies just being able to shoot you through walls or being stuck in objects, the complete lack of any sort of navigation system. At the moment, I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing. Now, I know in a survival game that is expected, but in this game, it feels like something is off. Like they've got this, they've created this world, but I don't know what to do with it. Also, look at that. So, enemies can drop through the floor, and sometimes you can't even see their loot bags. And in the case of animals, when they drop their stuff on the ground, you can't see it. You literally, I'm walking up, looking around, trying to find the stuff on the ground, and I can't find it for the life of me. So, I mean, look at that. There's also no hit indicator when you hit something. So I have no idea if my shots are landing or not. It's, yeah, there's bugs galore in this. Now, apparently there's a loot box here, or a loot bag, and you have to go around looking for it. And this time it's disappeared, so it's random. Sometimes you'll find a loot bag, and there's supposed to be a loot bag on every enemy. In this case, it depends on the surface. So if you kill an enemy and they're standing on a non-flat surface, there's a chance that their loot bag will fall through the world. So there's a lot of bugs here. Like, we're talking a huge amount of bugs. And I feel bad because, like, I think the developer... Now, if this was just a cheap asset flip and it was just all AI, then I could just write it off as just being, a hacked game by a talentless dev. But There's actually the bones of a game here. Are you gonna attack me? No?
Wow, wow, wow.
Okay.
Rough, rough, rough.
I mean, it's so bad it's good. Okay. Bow wow wow, woof woof woof, I am dog. I don't know, I just... There's the bones of the game here. It looks fun, but it's like this, in its current state, it's a tech demo. It's not a game proper. Okay, and they didn't drop anything. I have no idea what that does. What? I didn't even know it killed me. What killed me? Bro. Oh. Oh, the sound. What? Oh, God. My eardrums. My eardrums. Why? It's like the game goes from like ear bleedingly loud to like now it's near silent. I'm gonna have to sleep that out. That's brutal. Can I sleep past that? I can't. I'm gonna try and load the game again and just hope that. Oh, come on, bro. I can't. That's too loud. That's actually hurting my ears. That's that loud. I'm gonna have to mute it. Are you serious? Okay. Everything's mute. Okay. I have muted the game. These volume controls are worthless. I'm going to have to go into Windows and mute the game. Oh, hold up. I have to, because that's actually like, that's hurting my ears. Okay, that's better. Yeah, I'm sorry. I know it sounds like I'm being mean, but that's like a use, like as a tester, if I was testing this, that would be a usability bug. And that would be a critical bug. Because technically it's user experience and also user safety. Like people might laugh, but that's like actually painful to my hearing. So, okay, how do I? Oh, I pressed Q last time and I died. So let's not do that, shall we? Okay, there we go. So I guess we have the joy. You get the joy of hearing me in complete silence because I had to mute the game. What is with this run animation? It looks like he's having a seizure. Look at his arm, his left arm. He's like, ooh. I'm sorry. I know it sounds mean, but I've got to be honest. I think I have to go back to get the other gun I had, the energy weapon. Is it? I don't know. If you're in here, Lukey, was that hurting your ears too? Is it just me? Like, I don't know, but it was actually physically painful. The sound of the rain, it was so loud and jarring. It was hurting my ears. I don't, and I know I've got very sensitive hearing, so um, it's ironically for a guy that fixes computers, my hearing's actually remarkably good. So when I get loud noises, it tends to affect me a little bit more than it would for other people, but yeah, it's quite loud. Let's see if the rain's gone away, and I'll put the sound. Oh, the rain stopped. Let's brace yourselves. Nope, nope. It's still it's still blowing my hearing out. Okay. I can't. Oh, look, I've got the game muted. I had to actually go into Windows and mute it. Like, bro, sound controls don't work. If I was a dev, though, like in all seriousness, if I was a dev, this is the sort of feedback that is really valuable to developers because this is the sort of feedback that can make and break a game. Because granted, like not a lot of people have sensitive hearing like me, but I guarantee someone, even if they didn't have it, would hear that and it'd be like, nah. Because if I bought a game like on Steam and it was like that, I'd be like refund straight away. I'd have to because I can't play it. I guess we'll play a little bit of this, but I'll be honest. I'm probably not going to play too much because I think in its current state with all of the bugs, there's not really much I can add to what I've already said. Why am I dying? I'm dying. Oh, apparently the storms will kill you. Okay, well at least that makes sense. I know what. Oh, yeah, I'm dead. Okay, so apparently it's the storm that kills you. Assumedly, I mean the game doesn't because there's no sound when you're taking damage or no visual cue, which is another issue in the game. Um, see now I'm not taking damage now, but I wish the game would tell you when there's an incoming storm because there's very little I can do about it when I'm out in the middle of nowhere. Let's go get dog meat. I mean, unless it's a bug and I'm just getting literally attacked by enemy I can't detect. Which, to be fair, I wouldn't put it past this game to do that either. Okay. I'm not losing health yet. I'm just going to have to watch that health bar and... oh, maybe it's a hunger thing. That's what it'll be. There we go. Let's see if that's what... But, I mean, if that was it, surely you get some sort of notification that... The other problem I was going to mention too is you see those status bars down the bottom? I'm assuming that's food and hunger. I mean, it's anyone's guess because the icons are so small I can't read it. Like, in all seriousness, the UI is probably the the issue I think that's the smallest problem, but oh look, set it hit indicators for those guys, just not for the animals. I'll take those hole punches, thank you. floating items. Can I sleep in there? No. Okay, let's get in there. See what I mean? Like, you see that little tiny bit of loot in there that you can barely see? Okay, we need to take this stuff back, and I need to presumably need to eat. We'll take these guys out as well, Mr. Dog Meat. Oh, and these guys didn't drop anything, so that could be just a randomness thing, but I found that in certain surfaces you can see the items falling through the ground. Oh man. It's a bit of a mess. I was reluctant to to stream this, but I thought it was a good like if I just not stream anything that looks rough, then I think a lot of devs wouldn't end up sending me their stuff, and then which I understand, but there's a lot of little games, little gems that turn out to be really good. So sometimes I have to take a bit of a chance. So let's have a look at trade. Oh, can pineapple? We need that. I need raw meat, and I have no way of cooking stuff. By the way, I haven't figured out how the cooking system works. Your guess is as good as mine. There's traders in the game, but they're very, very expensive. Also, meat, just like most of the stuff in the game, rots at just such a crazy fast rate. There's like workbenches you can craft stuff, but I haven't figured out how to. Oh, scrap auto gun. I do not have that. I do not have a screwdriver or a battery pack. So, not that I need it. The pistol's been fine so far. So trade. What do you got? Scrap pistol 28. I mean, I'm probably more inclined to buy the ammo than anything because I've got a pistol, just no ammo. Problem is, I need food. I'm always running out of food, and I've got all this like this meat here, raw meat. I can't cook it. Like I've looked everywhere, I can't find anyone with a bloody stove. No, there's a screwdriver. Okay, that's handy. No one's got a stove. Like I've looked around everywhere, and the food rots at such a fast rate that I end up just chucking it out because it's gone off. Like, bro, hasn't anyone got a campfire in this entire settlement? I can't go in there. And also, there is one campfire out in the wasteland, but you need wood for it, and I cannot for the life of me figure out where wood is. I've looked everywhere. Like, the campfire had one piece of wood in it, and then I was like, after that, I'm like, well, now I can't cook anything. Thanks, bro. Can I... And also, if you go to the trader to buy stuff, have a look at this trader. How much money it costs just to buy a bag of food. 10 coins for one, and 4 coins for a bottle of water. Also, you can't refill bottles of water. You have to keep buying them, which means I'm in this constant loop of going out and finding guys, shooting them dead, getting their stuff, trying to come back here because it cost me like $50 to heal myself. But most of the crud I find out there and I sell it, it's not worth $50. So I've been in this kind of this loop where I'm just slowly starving to death. Because look at this. This will sell for 1. So if I sell everything I found, I might just be able to scrape together enough money. Now I've got a little bit of money here, but it's the system in this game. It's just baffling. Like it costs so much money to buy a thing of food. let's just buy a tin can, right? There's also no way to consume it directly out of your inventory. So you have to put it on your hot bar, and then you eat it, and then you get a bit of. Oh, that hasn't actually increased my hunger at all. So that was a bit of a waste. Um, canned fish, $10, $6, 25 thirst, 35 hunger. So I've got no choice. I got to buy this, or I'm gonna die of hunger anyway. I can't see. Look at that. The meat goes out. Like I would. That meat will go rotten before I can get to a campfire to cook it, because there's no bloody campfires in this whole site. Like I can't. It's baffling. Like they've got all these crafting systems in the game, but none of them seem to work. Like nothing in the game. It's like they've set up the skeleton of the crafting system, but you would think at the least you'd in your base you'd have a campfire to cook food. Like nothing fancy. I'm not expecting to be able to do the best, but just subsistence living, a water collector, a campfire, or at least a way to work towards it. Um, I'm going out and killing animals, getting their meat, selling the meat to go and buy other meat that I can then consume. It's really odd. So now I'm nearly out of food again. So I guess I'll smash down this can of beans. At least I got some of my health back. Honestly, the only way you'll make money is if you roll up on a bandit, and you go into a bandit camp and blast those guys, because they often have a bunch of good stuff you can sell, be they spare guns or I think these guys are hostile. Too bad. I want your stuff. Out. Damn. That's one down. I don't know why you're carrying ammo. Oh, damn, I'm nearly dead. Oh, he had a lot of stuff, including the elusive screwdriver that I need. There's dog meat which has no purpose, but I'll take it because I'm desperate and I'll sell anything I can get my hands on. Oh, look at this! There's a cooking pot. I don't even know if it's functional, but too much to expect it was functional. We'll live in hope. We'll live in hope. Yeah, I'll patch myself up. There wasn't another raider here that was attacking me, so I don't know where he's gone. Yeah, it's really starting to belt down, so. Oh, hello. Hold still, son. Well, I'm not worried about ammo right now. There's all these oh look, a campfire. Now here's the problem. I've got no bloody fuel. I can't, and as far as I can tell, I can't cook it. Look, food, ignite. I've got no wood, so I can't start the bloody fire. And in the home base, I'll have to take this stuff back and sell it. There's no bloody a resource for fuel. None of the traders sell wood. Some weird stuff going on in the chat. Like I'm seeing the chat moving, but like I'm not seeing any messages. I'm just going to reload it just in case. No, that's okay. It's just Twitch being weird. Granted, I know tonight's selection of games isn't going to. I could see like when I played Heroes of Terranoth, everyone was like lining up to watch it, and then the rest of the games, people like, eh. But I don't know. Moving to affiliate, I don't want to change the way I do things too much. I certainly don't want to just skip over to become elitist and go, nah, this game's. I'm too good to play this. Because that's one of the things I hate about the bigger streamers. They won't cover little indie games. But I mean, in this case, this is a hot mess right now. There's a lot of stuff I need to fix. So we'll go to the bartender. See, look, she doesn't have wood. And there's only a couple of places. There's only 2 traders in this whole damn place. And this guy sure as hell doesn't have wood. So I'm kind of stuffed. $3. Crystal dust. I'm going to assume that is what I think it is. And can I sell it is the question. Why is everything in this game such a low price to sell? I've got these super rare items and they're like $1. Granted, we're in a backwater, but come on, bro. Okay, I'm going to sell some crystal. Never thought I'd be saying that in this game. Sounds like another game me and Mr. Bobbles play. Okay, I've sold all that. And look, I sold all that stuff and I've made a grand total of maybe, what? Yeah, like $40, which I'm immediately going to use to buy more supplies to keep myself from dying from hunger. So I go trade. And I'm going to buy beans because apparently they're cheap. Beans are cheap. So boom, 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 boom. And gonna eat this. And it's such a like that is the hunger bar at the bottom of the screen. You would be forgiven if you missed it. It's very small. It's very, very small. Okay, let's put the cloth here. And I'm going to keep the revolver. It seems to do the job. And I'll keep the beans as well. I don't know what these artifacts do. They look valuable, so I'll grab them. And circuit board, we can sell that. That is the only piece of wood I found. I found one piece of wood in the whole game. I can't figure out how, and there's no axes. There's no way to cut trees down that I know of. So you'll forgive me if I'm a little bit confused. Let's maybe just chuck some spares in there. Okay, I'm going to turn the sound back on because I would like to hear some sounds rather than my own voice, but come on, cat. It's just felting me non-stop. I can deal with that. It's not ear shredding. Okay. Okay, let's sell that. These are worth a fair bit. We can sell the pistols. We can sell that. This. I'll hang on to the screws because I don't know. I can sell the gun parts. Okay. Let's go have another wander, shall we? I got 9mm pistol ammo. What can I reload? Whoops. Oh, there we go. I am going to wrap up soon, but we'll go out for one more adventure. Let it not be said that I don't play obscure games. I did give this one a proper go, but and I'm really excited about the Gothic update. So like the new version of Gothic, the remaster, because that was one of my favorite RPGs. I love Gothic, but yeah, this game on the other hand, oof, it needs a lot of work. I'm just gonna save here and do something stupid. I want to see if I can kill this thing. Killing him with a baton is probably not a smart idea, but we'll... It seems to be working, though. I mean, I'm hitting it. Man, this thing's got a lot of health. I can see the hit indicator coming up. Oh yeah, he's just bloody tough. Okay. Whoa. Now, granted, I can't do anything with this meat. So... And it'll probably go off in 5 seconds. So what I'll do is I'll probably kill these two guys and maybe take it back and sell it. Oh, hey, VG Phillip, how you going? Yeah, Goblin Slayer is awesome, man. Oh, ow. If you want some more suggestions, I'm happy to give you some. I also, if you like Goblin Slayer, I highly recommend Rise of the Shield Hero. I watched that one with Bobble, and it's like an isekai where the good guy is kind of a bit of an anti-hero. Yeah, Goblin Slayer is epic. I know a lot of people didn't like it because of some of the content. And if the first episode kind of turns your stomach, but I think that's the point of the show, right? You're supposed to hate these goblins because they're these horrible parasitic creatures that basically destroy everything they touch. And that's why when the Goblin Slayer comes in and just starts, Orkbold just comes in and just starts rearranging their skull with his sword. That's like it's very cathartic. And also, I like the main cast of Goblin Slayer, like the priestess. I like how the characters change. Like she starts off as this very pure sort of noble character, and then as Orkbold kind of shows you the how the world is, she becomes, I would say evil, but she becomes a lot more pragmatic is probably the right term. No, I'm glad you enjoyed it, mate. I hope you. I hope I. Oh, way! You're not on my side. Okay. Yeah, if I'm happy to give you some more suggestions too, because no, I love the game, I love that series, and I really like the main character, you know, Orc Bolg, and also like the entire cast of characters, because it's kind of like at the start of the show where everyone hates him. Um, you kind of feel for him, and then when he kind of gets that group of people around him supporting him, it's like really cathartic to watch. Bloody hell, that thing was tough. See what I mean? The loot, you can't blink and you'll miss it. It gets stuck in the ground. This game's so buggy. Now I can't pick the loot up. I don't even know what I got. What did I pick up? A baton. Okay, spare baton. Well, that was a waste of like a dozen rounds, but okay. Let's see if we can pick up some more stuff. Bloody hell, this guy's stuff. Oh yeah, well, I won't give away too much. All I will say is that the supporting cast of characters in that show are actually really good, like well fleshed out. I won't say any more though, because I hate it when people spoil shows for me, so I don't want to do that to you. But I will say keep watching it for the supporting characters. But yeah, if I had to give you another couple, I mean, most people when they recommend anime, they recommend the main stuff. You know, Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, One Piece. I tend to go for the darker stuff. If I recommend stuff to people, my holy trinity of anime goes Death Note, Berserk, and uh, Monster. That's what I'm thinking of. Um, I like Tokyo Ghoul. That's pretty good as well. If you haven't seen Tokyo Ghoul, I highly recommend it. It's a bit teeny though. Like when I watched it, it was a while ago, so now I'm probably a bit like it aged. It didn't age well, but it's still a good anime. Trying to think of other series. I watched Jujutsu Kaisen with Bobble. I've kind of got him into some anime. He's like it's been really hard. I'm watching with my other one, and we're watching Spy Family because that one's a bit more light, so that's good if you got like a younger family. Um, Bobble likes the darker stuff. Parasite, the Maxim, he really liked that, but that's a very dark series. Like you know, if you have trouble with like you know really dark content, you may want to mix that. Actually, my the other one that I always recommend to everyone is one called Shiki. I guarantee you haven't heard about it. It's a vampire anime, and it is super dark. Like main characters brutally killed at any time dark. So some people kind of like, no, I can't. Like that's too confronting. But yeah, Lukey's a bit of an anime head too. He recommended a couple to me. Um, I haven't watched anime in a while though. I've been pretty busy with work. My job's been kind of this kind of time of year. It gets really crazy. So I finished a major milestone at work and got I've been in the office more too. So I haven't had the time that I would like to play more. But is it, did I mute the sound again, or is it literally no sound? Have I broken it? Let me. Now it seems like the sound's turned off, but let's turn this up a bit. Hopefully I don't blow my eardrums again. I know this is going to sound really, really derivative, but I'm going to say it anyway. You should watch Solo Leveling. Like every man and his dog recommends it, but I can't help it. It's my guilty pleasure. I love Solo Leveling. It's yeah. I watched the first episode, and Bobbles was watching it with me, and he's like, "Oh, the main character's such a cuck. Like he's so useless." And I'm like, I read the manhwa, so I'm just like, just wait for it. Just wait for it, Bobble. And he's like, "Oh, he's so useless. He's just crying like a little girl." I'm like, just wait, just wait. And then he just dies, and he's just like, "What? Is that the end of the show?" I'm like, no, 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 just wait. And then I got to like the second episode, and he's like, "Yeah, okay, I see why you like it now, Dad." I'm like, "I told you." Because that series, it's like with the main character that he really earns it. He's like completely useless, and then like after his second awakening, he comes back, and even then he's still pretty weak. But then in the second half of the series, it gets kind of ridiculous with like they send in like whole armies, and he's just like wrecking entire armies by himself, just casually destroying everything in his way. It was it's a really good show though. If you haven't seen it, highly recommend. Why is everything one bloody? Everything's one piece of. This is why I can't make any money. Like an energy core is $5. Everything is like worthless. Okay, let's sell that. Okay, at least I made some money, but I'm still not great. Like I spent more than I gathered. Durability 13. We'll sell. Ah, bugger! I sold the wrong one. Damn it. Oh, this got bugger all durability. I'll get rid of that. Okay, we've got some money now. Let's go out for one more run, and then I think I'm going to call it a night. Yeah, I'm sorry that this one was a little bit on the disappointing side, but like I said, I'm still trying to cover games that are a little bit, out there, a little less known, because occasionally I'll find a hidden gem. You know what I mean? Like I'll find something that no one knows about, and that's kind of I think what makes it worth it for me. Yeah, Berserk. Well, see, the problem with Berserk is that if you haven't watched darker anime, you're gonna struggle. Like, there's a certain story arc in Berserk called the Eclipse, and again, I'm not gonna go spoilers, but there's an event that happens with a female character, that some people's like it's meant to turn your stomach because like it's a dark kind of you're in this dark fantasy world where like all this horrible stuff happens. Um, but yeah, there's this female character, some stuff happens, it's not great, and you basically you meant to hate the character, um, but yeah, it depends. Like some anime like Goblin Slayer, I usually don't recommend that to too many people because when they see it, they take it one of two ways. They're either like, "Oh, you're into that kind of degenerate stuff," or they're like, "Oh, okay, I see. It's like a the point of it was to show a a horrible thing happening to to a character. So it's kind of, yeah, some people will be, I guess that they won't get it, you know. But it's like the if you're portraying a dark kind of medieval world, uh, that sort of stuff happens. So I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but that's the sort of world you live in. I am gonna grab some ammo. Let's go out for one last run. I'll chuck this stuff in there. There. Yeah, I haven't seen Akira in ages. I love that movie. I was late to the party with that one. The series that really got me into anime was unfortunately, like a lot of people, it was Neon Genesis. I watched Evangelion, and that was kind of like blew my mind at the time. And I kind of like a lot of people watched that, and that was my gateway drug. And then I started watching other stuff, and other people like Evangelion's the greatest anime ever made. And I'm like, I don't know. I watched plenty of better ones after that. Cowboy Bebop, that was a really good one. Um, there was some Gundam Wing. That was Gundam Wing was, and Pat Labor were my first introduction to the mecha anime. And yeah, I loved Pat Labor because it was kind of set in present day Tokyo. Like the robots were kind of like industrial machines. They weren't like running around with energy swords and stuff like the Gundams. They were kind of like, well, not what you see now, but they were a lot more believable. Like the robots were all like driven by petrol, and they were slow and clunky, and even the police would use the robots as like a last resort because they were very unreliable. um, yeah, and Griffith was such an interesting character. The thing was, it was one of the greatest heel turns ever. Like, is anyone who says they hated Griffith from the beginning is lying. Like when you first meet him, he's like this really powerful character, and even you see Guts just tearing through everything and everyone in his way for the whole series, and then he rolls up and Griffith just turns him out easy. And then later on, you kind of see why he is the way he is, and all the like the horrible stuff he had to do to get to where he is, and it kind of humanizes him a bit more. And then later on, when I don't want to give too much away for those who haven't seen Berserk, but yeah, it's a fascinating series. Even Casca was an interesting character. I know some people didn't like her, but yeah, I could talk about anime all day. Oh wow, those scorpions hurt like hell. Okay, I'm gonna smoke him. Ouch. The problem is that this game, it's just a giant open world and there's nothing here. Like, I don't know what I'm missing, but there's literally nothing to do. I've explored this map and I don't know where I'm supposed to go next. Yeah, I'll if I think of any more, I'll tell you, because I haven't spoken to Lukey about anime in a while. I'll have to hit him up. He's he's um he's he's a bit of an anime head too. He gave me a couple of good suggestions. I don't have Crunchyroll, so most of the anime I watch is on Netflix, and Netflix doesn't have the more rarer stuff. Um, there's a really good one that actually there was one that I liked. I hate high school anime, but there's a couple of them that I will make an exception for. There is one, I don't know if you've seen it. It's called Lookism. And I really liked it because the main character is actually this fat chubby kid, and he's like, everyone hates him. He's being bullied, and he's thinking about like self-deleting, and he's at the worst point of his life. He moves school because like he's getting bashed, and his life's kind of terrible. And then he goes to sleep one day, and he wakes up, and he's in the body of this like giant ripped alpha male, and but it's him. So see that other loot bag just disappeared. Yeah. So but it's him, and because he's this this regular kid that's been bullied all of his life, and he's in this like alpha male body. He has like he starts trying to help people who are kind of like his other self, and then when he goes to sleep in the alpha male body, he goes back to his original form. And one of the really cool things in the series is the main character starts out pathetic and weak, but as he fights in that other form, he actually remembers it, and then he by the end of the series, his two forms are nearly the same. So he's like weak form. He starts like one day I'll lose access to this other body. I don't know how long I've got it. So I need to become better. I need to make myself stronger. So he ends up starting to train in his fat body, but because he remembers everything from when he was in his other form, he like just starts getting ripped like straight away. I'm not really doing it justice with my explanation, but I do recommend you give it a try. It is really good. It's called Lookism. And the real I don't want to give the twist away, but there's a really cool twist at the end of the second season, the first season, I should say. It's on Netflix. Go and check it out. I think you'll like it. You'll like it. I like series that play with tropes. They've got this standard high school anime where there's like one alpha male just like destroying everybody else. This is kind of like it's a bit of a twist on that. And like the male, like he's got like women just like running up to him, and he's like they've got like a love triangle, and there's like just yeah. This is kind of like he's got the alpha male body, but one of the cool things about the show is all the hot women are like all over him. He remembers from his previous life oh damn, okay, I'm out of here. They got chain guns. Can I smoke them? Are they hostile to me or? It is. Oh, yep, they're hostile. Okay, I wanted to do this a nice way, but yeah, I really like that show, Lookism. Oh, of course, my other gun broke. I've got nothing else to bugger. No, I'm going to have to head back. I've literally got nothing but a shiv. Yeah, well, I'm going to head back. I think I've kind of said enough about this game to give you a bit of an idea. It feels incomplete. There are some issues with it. It definitely needs a lot of work, and in its current state, it feels more of a tech demo than a fleshed out game. I like the idea of what they've got here, but the problem is the main problem for me is the sound. It's kind of a bit of a hazard for my hearing. It's quite loud. What you're witnessing is with me turning the sound down in the operating system and in the game to virtually zero, and it's still kind of hurting my ears. So, um, oh, let's get out of here. I'm gonna get myself smoked. Trying to get home. Oh, yeah, I hope you enjoyed all the games tonight. I'm actually back in a few days on Friday. I have ever since I hit affiliate on Twitch. I don't know. It's like some switch got flipped, and now every single developer is just like, here, play my game. And I had a look at the list of outstanding games I've got, and I'm like, there's no way I'm going to cover this once a week streaming. Like, I've probably got like 3 months of streams at least. So I'm like, I guess I'll sneak. I don't think I'll be able to do this every Monday or Tuesday in this case, but I'll try and sneak them in where I can. And this Friday, like generally I use the time slot on the Monday to pick the more small scale stuff. Friday I've got some major games, like probably I'd say I'd class them as double A, not indie. Which is, yeah, I'm really looking forward to. As well as one game that I don't know how to stream, because it's a very non PC, but it'll be a bit of a challenge. So I hope you enjoyed this look at Exium. I hope that the developer again takes the feedback in a positive way. This is an interesting look at at a post-apocalyptic RPG. The problem is that there's several very serious bugs, and I can't recommend it based at the moment on that issue with the sound. I know different people have different hearing needs, and my hearing's a bit on the sensitive side, but that hurt my ears, so I can't play it based on that. So hopefully the dev can fix that and also add a little bit more to flesh this game out. It could go either way. They could add on top of this and make it a really, really good little game. They've got the bones of a good game here, but there's just so much missing. Crafting, cooking. The combat system's kind of all over the place. The vendors, the prices for stuff is kind of out of whack. The crafting benches and stuff. There's just so much stuff. It feels like this is kind of what I'd expect to see a developer putting out as an alpha build rather than a demo. So if that's the case, then fair enough. But yeah, we'll see. But yeah, hopefully you guys will join me again Friday. I've got some really good stuff planned. And hopefully you found some of the games interesting tonight. Go and check them out. And yeah, I will be back on Friday. Thank you, VG. Yeah, I only found out after the last stream. So yeah, nothing's going to really change. I'm not going to worry too much about ads and all that sort of stuff. Honestly, I kind of, because it's very hard to get nowadays, I kind of gave up on becoming affiliate. And I think a large part of it was due to Lukey helping me out and adding a lot of ideas. But that's a good thing. Who knows? Maybe I'll get some of the. I don't even know how the bits and subs and stuff work. I'll probably have to look into it. I'm not really in too much of a rush because I'd rather just have people come and watch and enjoy themselves rather than start trying to ram bits and subs and getting people to buy things. Like, I think if you come and you enjoy it and you want to give me something, feel free. But I'm not going to dark side fill people and start browbeating them and demanding money off them, or ramming 50 ads into every stream. I just don't. I don't see any value in it. But anyway, yeah. I'm going to head off, get some sleep. I got work tomorrow and it's very late. I just looked at the clock. Hopefully you guys will join me Friday. I'll see you then. And yeah, come join me because I've got some really good games and I think you guys are going to love them.